Hey guys, Marlo back again with yet another Neca video review for you guys, and today I have the Neca Armored Assassin Deluxe Predator from the film The Predator. You can see here the package is continuing the motif that has been going on with the Predator line of figures, similar to the Fugitive Predator that has been released so far. I have here the Target exclusive thermal version. I wanted to say stealth, but the thermal vision Predator here, and you can see the motif is carried on, but you can see quite a difference there in the size of the boxes, and like the other ultimate type figures, this box has a flap door that opens up. There's two velcros this time to hold the flap door in place, and it reveals the figure inside. You can see there, nice image of the product or figure on the inside of the flap, and you can see there the figure inside with some of the accessories, the extra head sculpt and the extra hands and the blade, the cannon there. So looks to be quite impressive. I'm excited to open this guy up. The other side of the package there, oops, showing the Assassin Predator. Nothing on the Thermal Vision Predator there, but the back, let's see, they're a little bit different there too, but again the motif is carried on with the line. You can see some images there of the figure. If you want to, go ahead and pause the video to read all that as I'm gonna keep moving on. You can see some of the accessories are listed there as well. So, yep, pretty cool figure. And if you're wondering about the dimensions of the box real quick, you can see that it stands at about 12 inches high for the box alone, and about 7.5 inches wide there, or across. So 12 by 7.5. So that's more or less it. Let's go ahead and open them up and take a closer look at the Assassin Predator out of package. And here we have the Assassin Predator out of package, and he is quite the figure. Let's take a look at him and all of the details. He does remind me a little bit of the Berserker Predator from Predators, with the funky markings there on the skin. Let's see, I don't know if I'm getting him to focus okay there. Let's see. Come on, focus, focus. Anyways, let's take a look at the figure overall. All the markings throughout his body. The thing is with this figure, the feet are really tiny, and you're probably going to hear this complaint a lot, but he is a bit tough to balance and stand on those tiny feet, considering he is a huge figure and very much top heavy, but he can stand, as you can see. So I did manage to get a little bit of balance there on those feet. As far as his accessories, you get one blade, one long blade there. This little piece here, I'm not quite sure what this is. I don't recall exactly from the movie, but I believe that plugs into his gauntlet right there. We have the plasma caster cannon and two fists. And last but not least, I cannot forget the extra head sculpt, which is pretty cool. See right there with the open mouth. So really nice head sculpt there. Give you guys a good view of that. Really nicely done by Neca. Once again, the paint apps are really nice. And check out those dreadlocks. Those are really, really cool. Again, like a soft rubbery material. And again, very happy. Oops, there he goes. I guess I can only get him to balance for so long. He's definitely going to need some kind of display stand if you're going to want to display him on a shelf or something for a long period of time, just because of the nature of the design. And you know, with plastic, depending on where you are in the world, you know, if it was hot, you know, the plastic's going to get a little bit softer, and of course he's going to have a tendency to want to take a shelf dive. So looking at the figure some more, the side there, looking at the armor. And according to the movie, his skin is all basically armor plated, making him pretty much bulletproof. His skin was impenetrable for the most part. Really crazy details there. And he is going to cost a little bit more because he is a bigger figure. I forget offhand what I paid for him. I found him at my local Target store. I think the regular figures are usually a bit under $30, something like $28. So this guy being a little bit bigger, I think he ran around $45, something like that. Close to $50. So expect to pay a little bit more with this guy. So anyways, let me try to show you some of the points of articulation on this guy. Let's see if I can get him to stand long enough for me to get the camera down. Oh, this is going to be a little tough. Move the box over. So, with the head joint, of course it's going to be on a ball joint, so you can get all kinds of range of motion there. The arms swivel out like so. There's the hinge there. At the elbow they rotate, and it's a double hinge, so you can get a good bend at the elbow like so. And it rotates also at the gauntlet point at the wrist, as well as a hinge there to allow you to bend the hand down. At the rib cage area, you have another ball joint type area, ab crunch, but it's a little bit hindered because of the design, but you can get rotation there at least, and a bit of an ab crunch. Seems to be a ball joint there at the waist as well, so you get some swivel there. As you can see, of course, you can rotate that. At the legs, it's ratcheted. You could hear that. Sounds a little bit scary, but yeah, it's ratcheted, so you can pull the legs out. Ooh, man, kind of tough there. Move forward. And at the knees, again, it's a double hinge there, so you can get some pretty good bend at the knees, as well as rotation at the knees there, right at the upper portion of the knee. And with the design, you get another point of articulation there with rotation, as well as the hinge to allow you to bend that. And at the lower level there, a little bit of a swivel, as you can see, and a hinge as well. So it's kind of like a animalistic dog type design with the lower legs. I guess they're meant to be back like so, kind of like a werewolf, or you know, like an animal, like an actual predator, something like that. But again, you're gonna have to work with it to get the balance on the figure just right to stand up. So let me see if I can get him posed up with some of the accessories and give you guys a look at that. And once again, here is the Assassin Predator. I have him next to the other two figures I have in the collection so far. Just missing the Emissary Predator. I don't know if there's one version of that or two, but I still need that. So we have the Fugitive here, and even with the legs bent on the Assassin Predator here, you can see how tall he is in comparison. And again, the thermal vision version of the Fugitive Predator to the other side. So again, you can see the height difference. Once again, a little bit tricky to get to stand with the tiny feet, but I managed to find a nice balancing point right there for the meantime. I plugged in the plasma cannon there to the gauntlet because he is lacking the backpack type thing where the plasma cannon usually goes into place, and the blade easily plugs into the other section there, the other gauntlet, so no problem with that. And if you wanted to get rid of the plasma cannon, you have this little piece right here. It'll focus, but this little piece basically plugs into that section. I'll probably take a few pics at the end of the video to show you that. Don't want to bother doing it on camera. And if you're just curious for shits and giggles, you can swap out the heads, the peg at the base of the neck, and the holes are pretty much the same size for the Predators, so you can do a little swapping with that. In comparison, for the head sizes, you can see the Assassin Predator is quite larger, so it's gonna look off. I mean, you know, again, it's just for fun, swap heads. So again, I'll take a few pictures at the end of the video if you want to see how that turned out. So that's more or less it, guys. Hopefully I covered everything you were wondering about. If I didn't, please comment below and I'll try my best to answer any questions. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Take care, guys. As always, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. And look out at the end of the video or after this for some photos. Bye-bye.